ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचिन्मययतीशस्य गुरुं वन्दे तपोवनं तं हिमवत् विभूतिं वै ज्ञानवैराग्यरूपिणं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयम्। नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Hari Om to everyone else. Out of the technical upliftment, science development, some countries, developed countries, they have made touch phone, touch watch, even touch television, touch computer. Now out of the grace of the development, touch disease have come. And now the prisoners laugh at us that at least we are in lock up. All of you who are apart from the prison, they are in lockdown. So the thing is, we have to in Vedanta Vichara, when we will do the discrimination, In Vedanta Vichara, we have to be very much minute, vichakshana. Otherwise, the main thing will go. So what happens in a border, border of India and Bangladesh? So there is land. Not everywhere the mountain or rivers or anything else. So a person every day used to carry the bag of sand. And the police officers one day suspected why that person every day carries. Maybe he is smuggling something else. So police officers started taking the bag, asking him, what are you carrying? Sir, only sand. Oh, every day sand. One day and every day now the police officer started taking the bag, but he could not understand that why that person every day carries that sandbag. One day the police officer, threw everything else and started coming with the scientists, see what is there in the sand. And scientists took the sample and the report came that only sand. And this was going month after month, years after years. The police officer was really puzzled. By this way, police officer become retired and that person become rich. So after retirement, the police officer came to that house and asked that person that, oh my dear, please believe me, I will not tell anyone else. But I know that something fishy you used to do. You are not such a person that you will carry only one bag of rubbish sand every day. Please tell me, because your all actions were so fishy, it used to snatch my sleep. Please tell me, my brother, I will not, at least I want to get the mental peace. What you used to smuggle through this sandbag, what we would not understand. Then the thief folded his hand and told, sir, I used to smuggle cycle. So you have to be very much vichakshanam in your judgment, in your vichara. Otherwise, the main thing, police officer never discriminated that every day the person is coming with the new cycle. So in Vedanta Vichara also, this is the same thing. Now the thing is, what it is made up of or anything else. So what about we see, we perceive in the whole world? Nothing but, they are nothing but the effect. So cause and effect. So, but from cause, directly effect doesn't come. So there must be some creator. So the creator is called efficient cause. So what it is made up is called material cause. So material cause of this body, this gross physical body, are 5 elements we have seen: space, air, fire, water, earth. And they mixed in a systematic way. So you have the book, in many books, that system is written, Panchikarana. And only you will be confused. 1/8 of that, 1/5 of that, 1/6 of that, 1/4 of, so complicated. Please understand this. Father has 5 sons and daughters together, or 5 daughters, whatever you like, you consider. And father has given 10 rupees divided into 5. So each of the child got 2 rupees. Okay. 1 rupee coin, and another rupee is divided into 4, 25 paisa. Here all the people are attending. They know what is चवानी बोलते थे आप लोग, 25 पैसा की जो कॉइन. मैंने देखा, आप लोग तो कितना कितना देखा. 1 पैसा, 2 पैसा, 1 आना 2 आना भी आप लोग देखा. मैं तो उतना तक नहीं देखा. मैं 5 पैसा 10 पैसा तक देखा. तो जो भी हो, 25 पैसा की जो कॉइन, वो 4 दे दिया. तो 25 पैसा की 4 कॉइन में तो 1 रुपया हो गया और 1 रुपया. सो हर बच्चे के पास 2 रुपया करके है. अभी पिताजी बोला जो देखो बेटा, तुम ये आपस में ऐसे बांट लो कि हर लोगों के पास 2 रुपया होना चाहिए. It was very easy. X kept his 1 rupee intact with him, and the 425 paisa coin, he gave it to his brothers or sisters, other 4 brothers or sisters. Likewise, Y did the same, Z did the same, A did the same, B did the same. So the net amount is 2 rupees, because X has given 1 rupee to his 4 brothers. 25 paisa, 25 paisa, 25 paisa, 25 paisa. But all the 4 brothers also gave it to him 25 paisa, 25 paisa, 25 paisa. So the net amount to everyone else is 2 rupees intact. Likewise, the 5 subtle elements are untouchable, inexperienced condition. So when they come into being, that systematic giving and taking process comes. That is called Panchikaranam. Space kept its 50% with it, and other 50% was divided into 4 parts. That the space gave it to fire, air, water, earth. So in the space, as 50% is space, so space attribute, space quality is predominant in space. Likewise, fire also kept his fire attribute to it 50%, and other 50% it divided to his four brothers: space, air, water, earth. So in the fire, fire is there, with it also space, air, water and earth is verily there. That is called Panchikaranam. So the whole universe we see, including our own body, this is nothing but these five elements: space, air, fire, water, earth, mixed in a different composition. That is why so much varieties. See the thing, if you go to a hotel, paneer butter masala. With the paneer, so many items they have made. Basic thing is paneer, but they have made in different way. So, what is my goal? I am interested in eliminating my finitude. I have done a lot to meet up my desire, my demand. I have tried a lot, but tired enough with my failure or partial success. Then I realized that Vedanta is the only solution in life which assures us that will help us to eliminate our finitude. Vedanta says, I am that eternal Atman, that infinite Atman. But this body is anatma, not Atman, not self, not real or unreal. Then when the problem starts, where I am that eternal Atman and that body is unreal, yet we are always busy and preoccupied with this body and bodily problem. Why? Because I am identified with it. Then all the drama starts. Then its problem becomes my problem. Its sufferings become my sufferings. Vedanta says, I am avasthatraya sakshi. I am the witness of all three states of my consciousness: waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. This is how the solution has been presented. Then what has to do? I have to run after the Atman. But to attain Atma, we no need to run after to anything else. Only right thinking is more than enough. Because I am always Atman. Then what is the gross body? Outside of the body, there is Pancha Mahabhuta. Inside the body, there is Pancha Mahabhuta. This body is nothing but Pancha Mahabhuta. So the external world is 5 elements. Inside the world is 5 elements. This very body is 5 elements. We go to enjoy magic show. You know, K. Lal, P.C. Sorkar Jr., all such things are there. But have you ever noticed that what biggest magic can be here in our life? At night, I'm having 2 chapatis, 2 bread, 2 loaves of bread. And in the morning, these 2 chapatis are becoming Divakar. Have you ever thought of this magic? 2 chapatis I eat at night, and in the morning, the 2 chapatis become Divakar. Annamaya Kosha. The thing is, here, the thing is, two things are there. So 5 elements are Upadana Karanam, or the material cause. Then the effect after grossification is this body. The thing is, but into which the effect gets dissolved when the body dies. It go back to the grossified form, subtle form. That is why it is Upadanam Karanam, or material cause. So understood. So suppose you have some lump of clay, but you need to prepare the pot. So the clay is the material cause and the pot is the effect. So the thing is, one thing I just want to mention you. We can perceive our own and other bodies with the 5 senses. It is therefore called the gross body. It disintegrates with time and is therefore, it is called Sharira. In English, this is called body. That doesn't mean anything else. But body's Sanskrit is Sharira. Sharira means Shiryamanatvat Shariram. What constantly goes under decays, constantly which is decaying, that is called Sharira. At death, the body disintegrates to merge with the five elements from which it is formed. Death, therefore, causes the body to attend to the five elements. Yesterday we told Tanmatra, Sukshma Bhuta, the subtle form. So death is the event or the gateway to dissolve this body into the source. Clear? So the thing is, actually the body being part of the five elements is never separate from them. None of the five elements separately or together belong to us. Yet I regard this body, which is combination of five elements only, to be me and things related to this body as mine. Five elements are always there. Etat, in the sloka, etat shabda was there. Means this body, like every other object, can be indicated as this. I, the knower of this, am different from it. So, now the question that when everything else is nothing but the five elements, then why everything is different from each other? Why all the human beings are not same in the form? Because what we saw in the sutra, that this body is sat karma janyam. Sat karma janyam. So our own karma, past action, is the intelligent or efficient cause. This is called nimitta karanam in Sanskrit. This efficient cause makes the difference between the creation. You can be separated from the efficient cause, but not from the material cause. Have you ever thought of it? So the thing is, suppose a carpenter. A carpenter has made wooden chair, wooden table, wooden stool, wooden furniture. Then the chair or table or furniture can be exist, must be exist, should be exist without the carpenter. There is no problem. But is it possible that the chair, if wants to be separated from the wood, if the table says that I will not live with the wood, I have enough is enough. It's not husband-wife divorce or divorce. That 14 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years we have lived. We have lived. Enough is enough. We need a separation. Likewise, if the chair or the table starts telling that I will be separated from chair or table, it is not possible, because the intrinsic part, inevitable part of any chair or table is wood alone. So now the question may be that you are telling that your gross body, not you, which has come into being, this is nothing but the 5 basic elements, and the thing is, when we die, after our death, it will go into the 5 basic elements. Now the question will be, what is the role of our parents in our life? If you ask me the question that what is the role of our parents in our life, I will tell a lot. They are our first guru, no doubt. But here the current discussion is something different. Here we are discussing about the cause and effect. If the body is only the effect of the grossification of the 5 basic elements, frankly speaking, Vedanta says that your parents are nothing but nimitta karanam, or efficient cause. This is the reality, hardcore reality. So the thing is, material cause of a thing can't be separated from the effect. But if we consider this body, our karma is the main efficient cause. Suppose, I think you have seen how a potter makes a lot of pots. So only lump of clay is there and potter is there and pots are made. It is not possible. There will be a wheel. There will be some spokes and the hub. On the hub there will be the lump of clay, and the potter will do something like that, and the beautiful pot will come out. So here the two instrument total causes are there or more? Yes, the pot maker is the main efficient cause, but the wheel and other things are secondary, tertiary, nimitta karanam or efficient karanam. So if we consider our body, this body is the effect, the final product of anything else. Then what is the main efficient cause? The main efficient cause of this body is our own karma, our own past actions. That actions choose our parents. We never choose, our karma chooses. Who will be our parents? In which family I will take birth? Karma finds us. In Bhagavatam, in Chandogya Upanishad, the famous example is there that if there is 10,000 cows are going and 2,000 or 3,000 calves are there in a mixed condition, yet the calf will find its own mother cow. Likewise, our own karma finds us and express through this body. One question was there that Sukha Dukkhadi Bhogayatanam. Sukha Dukkhadi Bhogayatanam. So what is that? This is counter. So in a shop, all transactions take place at the counter. Or in the airport, if you go, suppose you will travel through British Airways, Lufthansa Airways, Air India, anything else. So every company has their own counter. So where all transactions take place at that counter. When the counter closes, all transactions, the incoming and outgoing are stopped. Similarly, this body is the counter through which we reap our experiences of joy and sorrow. These transactions temporarily cease when we sleep and permanently at death. The body is also compared to a city with 9 gates. Navadvare Pure Dehi. In the city there is 9 gates where incoming and outgoing happens. 2 eyes, 2 nostril, 2 ears, 6 mouth, 7 anus, 8 organ of genitals, 9. So, if we consider this body as a city where there are 9 gates, just as traffic passes through the gates, the transaction of life happens through the 9 gates of the body. For example, we eat through the mouth and so on. So, if I will try to quote from Vivek Chudamani, wonderful slokas are there. This is the time where we can learn something. Tangmangsharudhirasnayumedamajjasti sankulam purnam mutrapurishabhyam sthulam nindamidam vapuhu. Or in Anushtup also you can read. Tangmangsharudhirasnayu medamajjasti sankulam purnam mutrapurishabhyam sthulam nindamidam vapuhu. This body is nothing but the combination of skin, flesh, blood, nerves, fat, marrow, bones, the combination of all those, filled with all fields, stool, urine, cough, flame, etc. Our Gurudev jokingly used to say that this body is nothing but the moving toilet only. Then Vivek Chudamani next, another place it is saying, Panchikritebhyo bhutebhyah sthulebhyah purva karmana samutpannamidam sthulam bhogayatanam avastha jagarantasya sthularthanubhavo yataha. Here also, this is the bhoga ayatanam. After grossification of 5 subtle elements, the jiva transmigrates, not this body, not the Atman, not the self, but what we call Sukshma Shariram or called jiva, that transmigrates from body to body. And that Sukshma Sharira or subtle body or jiva, according to its own karma, they get the counter to exhaust its own karma. And it happens in a waking state. Sukha or dukkha are experienced mostly in waking state. In dream state also we sometimes suffer. You know Ashtavakra Gita, how it started? That Janak Raj the king, famous King Janaka, one day he dreamed that he is a beggar. He is roaming here and there for begging the alms, but not a single alms he got, not a single drop of water to quench his thirst. And he started screaming, food, food, water, water, food, give me a little bit of food, I'm very hungry. Started crying. And the wife knocked him. For a long time you are doing this. What happened? Raja King Janaka opened his eyes and saw all the servants are there to serve him with the beautiful food and lot of drinks. Then he asked himself and afterwards to his guru that which is right, this state of experience or that state of experience. So in waking state and dream state, we generally experience our joys and sorrows. That is why this is called Bhoga Ayatanam. Bahyendriyais sthula padartha sevam srakchandana striyadi vichitra rupam karoti jiva swayame tasmat prashastir vapuishosya jagare. By taking the support of this gross physical body, the jiva or the subtle body, or grossly someone says mind, enjoys everything, wears mala, chandan, have wife, children, enjoy and suffer. And that is why in Jagrat, in waking state, the most valuable thing is this physical body. Because through this physical body only mind can enjoy or suffer. Through this physical body only the mind can do austerity and spiritual practice. Sarvopi bahya samsaraha purushasya yadasrayaha viddhi dehamidam sthulam grihavat grihamedhinaha. Grihastha or a householder as if stays at house and do everything else. Our subtle body also stays in this body and perform its everything else through this body and enjoys the all gross matter and subtle matter. Sthulasya bhava jara maranani dharmaha स्थौल्यादयो बहुविधा शिशुताद्यवन्ताः. varnasramadi niyama bahudha yamasyu puja vamana bahumana mukha vishesha. I will come into that in our Tattva Bodha. That all that birth, death, disease, everything else are the dharma or the attribute of the physical cross body. Our childhood, our young age, our classification of our class status, all the yama niyama, all puja, prayer, everything is performed by this body. That is why it is so important. So the thing is, an waking state. So the thing is, this body has to cross the 6 stations to reach its goal. Goal here not liberation. Goal here to mixing up, to merging up into the source or subtle 5 elements. What are there? Jayate, come into existence. This body, after two resources comes from the 2 different body. This physical body come into existence in mother's womb. That is we call here asti. But it is not ready to transact with the world. After 9 months, plus minus, it takes birth, we call Jayate. Then it grows, this body. Vardhate. Then it starts decaying, undergoes modifications. Viparinamate. Then apakshiyate, literally decays. And then vinashati. Finish. Either in the graveyard or in the funeral pyre. So all physical state crosses these 6 stages. You should know that who has introduced this terminology, asti jayate vardhate, that Shadvikara, Yaska Muni, sage Yaska, introduced these 6 terminologies. So we will finish up here today. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om to everyone else.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Swamiji.
We will meet again at 11 o'clock.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om Amma. For basic Sanskrit, and spoke in Sanskrit. Please get ready, after having breakfast, preparing breakfast, serving breakfast, and so on. Hari Om.